And we go to the phones, and we start with Ray in Maryland, our first caller with his Dio Top 20. Go ahead, Ray.
Hey, thanks for taking my call, Eddie.
Sure, man.
I thought Chris Stapleton kind of fell short. I thought he should have brought the strippers from borrowed them from Motley for the evening. But other than that, he was the only real live thing there. I'll get through them real quick so other callers can get in.
All right.
At number 20, I have Stand Up and Shout Off Holy Diver. 19, Straight Through the Heart, Holy Diver. 18, Eat Your Heart Out from Last in Line. 17, I'm going to give a little Dream Evil Love title track. 16, I'm going to give a little Sacred Heart Love title track. 15, Turn Up the Night.
I thought about that one, Ray. The title track to Sacred Heart, the song is pretty epic too. That was another tough cut for me.
Yep. 15, I have Turn Up the Night, Mob Rules. 14, Lady Evil from Heaven and Hell. 13, Rainbow in the Dark, Holy Diver. Title track for Mob Rules at 12. Stargazer at 11. That's my only Rainbow entry. Sorry, it's probably a little bit a little. I know, my bad, but it's Stargazer. I could have put, Long Live Rock and Roll, one of the more commonly played. At 10, I have Neon Nights from Heaven and Hell. At number 9, I got Your Bible Black, which when I saw the documentary, watching Sebastian go off on that, made me revisit that record. 8, the title track from Holy Diver. 7, title track from Last in Line. 6, Sign of the Southern Cross off Mob Rules. 5, Shame on the Night, Holy Diver. At number 4, I have Egypt, The Chains Are On, which I was surprised that wasn't on your list. That one's epic too. And I love
it. Is epic, and it's been covered a couple times. Doro did a good cover of that too.
Doro's version on the Tribute to Ronnie album is incredible.
Yeah, she had actually done that a few years before the tribute, and they just put it on there. But yes, Egypt
is right? I did not know
an epic song. Yeah, it was not recorded for that. She actually did it as on one of her albums like a few years earlier.
Oh, okay. I didn't know that. That was a great version, though. At 3, I have the song Heaven and Hell. At number 2, Children of the Sea. At number 1, which I thought you had a little low, Don't Talk to Strangers.
Your number 1 is Don't Talk to Strangers, huh? All right.
It is. That opening, it's kind of in the... Yeah. I did struggle with number 1 and 2 with Children of the Sea and Don't Talk to Strangers, and they're both sort of in that vein with the mellow opening and all that. And so that's my list, Eddie, and I thank you for taking my call, and you keep flying the flag, my brother.
All right, Ray, thank you so much. Appreciate you listening. It's so, again, when you do these things and when we take the time out to do one of these top 20s, it's so hard because, and that's why we say you got to find the right band. You can't do it with a band that's got like 2 records out, or even if they have 10 records out, but there's only one anybody really cares about. With this, making it about the whole catalog, like anything Ronnie did, makes it extraordinarily hard. But that's why it's so tough to see where people had to make cuts and what they had to do to get on there. I mean, there's, again, tons of stuff on there that I had to cut. But Ray on that list only having one Rainbow song, that's interesting too, the amount of Rainbow people are going to have, because I've talked about this before. I love the Rainbow records Ronnie made. And as you know, Stargazer was my number 2 song. But in America, Rainbow with Ronnie was not a big thing. He really came on people's radar a lot more with Sabbath and then mostly with his own band. But Rainbow with Ronnie was a big thing in Europe, not as much here. Rainbow broke in America with Joe Lynn Turner singing. So that's why it's going to be interesting to see how many people have how many Rainbow songs out of these 20, because unless you're around my age and you really got into that stuff, that might be the band that is the most backburnered when you look at his catalog. The other thing, too, is anybody going to have anything from Elf? Because some people know that stuff and some don't at all. And it was hard for me to find anything for Elf, given I'm dealing with the big 3, Rainbow, Sabbath, and Dio. All right, I told you we were going to get this guy on, and you saw him in the Dio doc as well. You just heard that caller mention he put Bible Black on his list because Sebastian was so into it in the documentary. We welcome our good friend, Mr. Sebastian Bach, with us right now on Trunk Nation. How'd you do this? How'd you do with this list, buddy? You must have struggled.
Hey.
Did it keep you up at night?
Yes, it did, but I thought I should let you know, Eddie, and you love Vegas so much. I'm looking out my window right now, and it's snowing in Vegas.
Really?
I'm not joking. It's really snowing.
In Jersey, it's like 50 and sunny today, so I'll take that today. That's crazy. I'll be there next week, man, so hopefully it doesn't accumulate.
Right on. I don't think it will. But anyways, okay, so here's my top 20, and it was very hard, but the top 10 was kind of easy because they're my go-to songs. Number 20 is Don't Talk to Strangers. It's kind of the who was that? Ray, the last guy, his number one song was Don't Talk to Strangers.
Yes.
That's my number 20.